I have prepared a reading, a poem, if you will, about the subject of today's episode. Drowning deep in my sea of loathing, broken, your servant I kneel. Will you give it to me? It seems what's left of my human side is slowly changing in me. Will you give it to me? Looking at my own reflection, when suddenly it changes. Violently! It changes. Oh no, there is no turning back now. You've awoken up the demons in me. Get up! Come on! Get down with the sickness. Get up! Come on! Get down with the sickness. You mother! Get up! Come on, get down with the sickness. Open up your hate and let it flow into me.
Wonderful.
That was excellent.
Yeah, the mic was a little hot in the beginning there, but it needed to be hot for that.
Yeah. Dramatic readings like that don't just happen. So.
Are you guys hot for that? Yeah. I was nearly dead for the last week, and I had no idea what was wrong with me.
Yeah, it was really something.
So yeah, I was pretty much down with the sickness, and it's weird for me to not be able to work because I will crawl up the stairs with my last moving appendage to come in and do some work. But this week I was just mostly laying on the floor going like, ow, it hurts.
Yeah, like when Logan sends me a message that's like, I can't do the show today, I don't feel good. I'm like, do you still have all your appendages? Like, oh my, what happened? Who fought you? You know, like
I thought it was yogurt because I got home and I was hungry one night and I was like, I found some yogurt and it expired the same day, right?
Yeah.
And in my brain while I'm eating, I'm thinking, this tastes more sour than it should taste because it expired today, but I don't know. I kept eating it, and then like 30 minutes later, I was like deathly ill. But
yeah, I don't think the yogurt would have done that.
Yeah, after like day 7 of what I thought was food poisoning, I call up my dad, who's basically a wild man.
A kook in the woods,
yeah,
if you will.
And I tell him like 3 things, and he's like, "Oh, son, you've got a virus. You've got the Girardi virus or whatever."
Giardia?
Yeah, Girardia, yeah. So in China, when you go up into the mountains, this is what it's
You're
like.
wondering what a grandma in China looks like? Like this. While we run through, over there. And then some shit over there. Right in front of everybody. Because we know, well, you Americans really like that.
Ugh, okay, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's only in the mountains. If you're in the cities, it's normal and everything. But so you're there, and after you finish, going to the bathroom and stuff, I used my feet to touch everything, right? But then you go up there and you start to wash your hands, right? And you turn on the faucets and stuff, and you start looking around, and there's no soap. There's no soap by design. And when you ask somebody, like, so we were there and we asked somebody, like, hey, where's the soap? They were like, you need soap? And it was like, what city are you from? So, yeah, it was like this weird, like, what kind of weirdo are you who needs soap? So I probably touched something.
Look at this city boy here wanting soap. Oh.
Yeah, Girardi was not fun. But anyway, I'm better now because Dad was like, go get some raw pumpkin seeds. I ate raw pumpkin seeds for a day, and I'm better. Like 1 day of pumpkin seeds.
It's ridiculous.
But he yelled at me. He's like, do not go to the doctor. They're going to charge you $500 and put you on all kinds of weird medications. Like, just eat pumpkin seeds for a day. It kills the damn thing. So, sure. Yeah.
Don't worry, dead man Hector.
It could be.
They're not germs. They're parasites.
Yeah.
Completely different things.
It could have been ligma,
Yeah.
Ligma does have
parasites.
Ligma does have very similar features, not symptoms, features.
Features.
Let's be nice to germs. Come on.
Yeah, like you're buying a car.
Right.
Like, check out the features on this germ.
It's 2019.
Yeah.
We cannot be mean to anyone anymore, not even germs.
Ooh.
Germs don't have symptoms. They have features.
Yeah.
What are the features? Well, you bleed out of your ass. Oh, that's not a very nice feature.
Yeah.
Excuse me? You're gonna
I mean, I
I'm going to trigger
don't approve of your...
I'm triggering some liberal art school students right now who've studied grievances against...
Germs are people, too.
We got grievance study against germs now. Thanks for that, subscribe. I haven't had coffee in 9 days now.
How have you survived?
I had headaches for 2 days, but after that, I've just been deeply
Just alone without
Yeah.
it.
What's this? Oh God.
Yeah.
No.
Let's take a moment, guys. We're gonna take a legitimate moment of silence here to remember Peter Mayhew, who was Chewbacca in Star Wars. He was really tall and really awesome. Let's take a moment here.
How can there be another Chewbacca?
Well, there was another actor who did Chewbacca for a lot of the stuff for the new
Really?
ones because Peter Mayhew was already
Yeah.
kind of old and couldn't.
I thought
do
he
a lot
did
of
most of
running
the
scenes
stuff
and
for Solo.
He did a bunch of it for Solo, but
did?
they had another person doing it too as well, I
Really?
believe.
But
Yeah.
someone else is gonna have to nail his motions and
Yeah.
you
Yes, he's ripping angels' arms off in heaven now.
Let Mayhew win.
Yes.
Let the Mayhew win.
God was like, I don't know if I should let him be up here, and St. Joseph's like, let him win. Just let the Mayhew win.
Well, sad. There's someone posted a picture of like him like
Holding
Leia.
Oh yeah, holding Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, oh.
It's like, oh yeah. Oh well. I have nothing else to say. I didn't know that much about him other than,
Yeah.
well, I mean, the main thing you know about him is this.
He was Chewbacca and he was awesome. Although he didn't do the voice for Chewbacca. That was somebody else. That was like a special effects guy.
Well, yeah, it would be weird for him to do the voice through the mask and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, they'd have to put a microphone inside there. And if the microphone was outside, it would sound weird. You know, kind of like the original Scottish guy doing Vader.
Yeah.
You couldn't understand what he
What's
was
all
saying.
this fucking shit then? Oh, look, I'm your father to dungeon.
But it was all through that mask. It's like,
What's the fucking show with this?
and you're like, what the fuck is he saying? And then once it's done,
Yeah.
the actor was like, what do you mean they cut my what do you mean they cut my weird voice? He was so
Oh,
upset.
you bullsack. You don't know what the Force is, you
He's
baby,
English.
bitch.
He's English.
Not Scottish. What?
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 I don't believe this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put an Englishman in a mask, and
He becomes Scottish.
all of a sudden. I guess that sounds Scottish enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Scottish. We're Americans. We just tell everyone what they are. You
I think we know a little better than your own ancestry. Come on.
pretty sure he's from the Czech Republic.
We're America.
Sir, he's
so-
from Mumbai. Shut up. He's from the Czech Republic. That's how we do everything here. Hey, first trials of CRISPR being used in humans. This was planned in 2016, I believe, and they finally got around to it now. And they've tried it on 2 different people, and it's a treatment for cancer. So we'll see how these clinical trials go, but this is very promising. If if CRISPR can be used to edit out, cancer in living subjects, that's pretty promising. But I think it's funny that we've just now gotten around to messing around with this with humans, and Chinese have been doing this for years and years. In fact, when I was there, I had to fight off some 17-foot tall mountain monsters
Yeah.
that were created with CRISPR. I don't have video of it. It was blur. The video was blurry. Sorry, guys.
Part of their genes makes it so they can't be picked up by cameras.
That's called Moray, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, so brain interfaces. This article, I don't even want to really get into it because it says, it's one of those long articles that says nothing.
Yeah.
Wired. This article.
Also, the superpowers they referred to were not anything that I was like, oh my god, I'd die for that.
Okay, so all the way at the bottom, we get to what I actually want to talk about. Elon Musk is working on his Neuralink interface, right? And Neuralink, he says, his idea is that it will give us an edge against artificial intelligence, which is going to be way smarter and way more evolved and just take off and leave us in the dust. So he's like, we have to create this Neuralink so that we can, map our brain, figure out how it works. That's the big problem right now, is figuring out how the brain works, mapping it, knowing where to put the electrodes, and then figuring out how to plug something into the back of your head so that we can have access to more information or whatever, however it's going to work. So that's going on. But also Zuckerberg, he's doing research in the same exact area. But his reasoning is he wants to know what we're thinking. He wants it to be a pleasant experience where we can think and things will happen. But the reason he wants to do that is so he can read our minds.
Isn't that already what people are doing though on Facebook? Like they're just like,
It's not direct enough.
I like banana bread. Send. Everyone better like this. Like,
Oh God.
and then someone else is like, whoa, you like banana bread? What kind of racist asshole are you? And then it turns into a whole thing. And
But you
know.
don't know the subtext.
Yeah.
And that bothers Zuckerberg. He lays awake at night thinking, they've given me everything except for what they can't give me. I must take that. Ha ha ha! So that's what Zuckerberg's doing right now.
Lying on his bed made out of human corpses
Yeah. that are kept alive.
As he replugs into the back of his neck to recharge for the night.
Yeah. That's pretty much what's happening. But if let's just say if Zuckerberg can figure out a way to put a little thing like some diodes on your head, right? And it's like, hey, buy this new Facebook hat, and you put on the hat, and you get these diodes on your head, and it's like you put this on, and then we can severely improve your experience on Facebook. We'll connect you with people who think the same way. If someone has a crush on you and they're thinking about you, we'll give you a little poke and let you know.
Nope.
Don't you think some people would do that though?
Oh, lots of people would do that.
People in the comments, do you guys think that people would do
fuck
that?
up, just not me.
But they're not going to tell you. It's going to be in the fine print, but they're not going to come out and say it.
Yeah.
It's going to be like all the data of everything you think is going to be shared with Facebook so that we can improve our experience for you.
What is going on in our chat over here anyway? We're like borderline creepy asterisks in here.
Who's going on?
Rigor. Sneak attacking us, so it's not that creepy, but all I'm waiting for is like an
That's because he's the
woo.
sword slinger.
Yeah, he's the sword slinger, so it's his God-given right to stab everyone else in the chat room and tell someone else to become
There's
sword
no
slinger.
sneak attacking and sword slinger that I'm aware of, unless he hasn't. Maybe he just invented it. The chat seems to be broken for me.
Refresh it?
You're chatting. Can you not see the chat?
I can see you. Hi. You're doing great, dead man. Killing it. I don't know.
Hey, check out this. Ghana's launching the world's largest vaccine drone delivery network. So and just
More
can't-
like the world's biggest autism-causing network.
just wait. Any day now, there's going to be a whole hive of like middle-aged, middle-class
White moms.
white moms out there with guns. We're going to get them. Yeah. But anyway, this is kind of a cool initiative because they have several different warehouses, and then the doctors order up the drones, and they're delivered anywhere in Ghana within like no time at all. You know, like the drones just take off. So that way, it'll cut down the delivery time on antibiotics and vaccines and that sort of thing to just an hour or less instead of having to wait for everything to go through the mail or whatever else. So that's a pretty cool network.
That's really cool.
I'm okay with drones being used in that way.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of drones, this is a little bigger than drones. This is satellites. This is like my number one most looked forward to technology in the near future is the SpaceX was it called Starlink? Yes. Are you familiar with the Starlink?
No.
Do they have a picture of it down here? There's no picture of it. So what's going to happen is he's going to send like thousands of satellites up into the low Earth atmosphere, low Earth orbit, not atmosphere. So send them up there. They're not going to be that high. You'll be able to see the damn things, and they're going to be all over the place. Now the whole idea is that they're going to blanket the entire globe with gigabit internet, and you'll just be able to connect to it. And it's not going to be that slow because normally when you connect to a satellite internet, you're connecting to a satellite that's way, 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 way up there, miles and miles. This is not going to be that far up there. It's going to be as fast as using a regular connection. Gigabit internet from Elon Musk rather than Comcast.
And not spy on you at all.
It's Elon Musk. Elon Musk hasn't done anything yet to show that he's going to spy on us. Like he hasn't done any Dr. Evil stuff.
Yeah, but Zuckerberg will figure out a way to upload his consciousness into the satellites and then go from there.
I think that would be. I feel like
Zuckerberg.
Elon Musk's probably a pacifist. He doesn't seem to be a very, very big on warmongering or profiteering from war and that sort of thing. And that's a good way to make a lot of money when you're rich, is figuring out ways to profit from war or profit from the news that's surrounding war or something like that. So he hasn't done anything to show me he's not going to be a good steward. And I feel like if Zuckerberg tried to mess with this, that would be one thing that it would make him want to fight. And that would be an interesting thing to watch. What do we got over there? Anything? Hey, it's Google.
Remember when it was, hey, it's Google, come on. They are the good guys and do no evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google was always, I don't know, Google was always in the beginning like, everyone was like, hey, they're great.
What a hip company. Like, yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either.
Maybe that was their plan all along. If Elon Musk is playing the long game and he's actually like Dr. Evil, that will be a pretty good con. Pretty damn good con. And other things I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Let's get that porn back on Tumblr. How about it?
Woo! So Pornhub is looking to buy Tumblr. Reinstate porn on your porn to get more porn.
They've lost 150,000 visits since the
150 million.
million.
That's a
150,000.
lot bigger.
Oh wait, 521. Okay, there we go. Yeah,
Yeah.
it fell. Here's the stats right on the screen.
Yep.
So, yeah, when Pornhub decided to, I mean Pornhub, when Tumblr decided to clean up, yeah,
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
have
when
their own
Tumblr was like,
VPN.
everyone's gonna appreciate this. Like,
Tumblr was interesting because to me, I mean, I know there's like porn on everything. There's porn on Reddit. There's porn on wherever you go on the internet. You're gonna find porn, except Tumblr.
this is new to me.
But with Tumblr, there was a lot of like artistic communities on there and stuff like that. There was also a lot of, it was always the butt of jokes for like social justice and stuff. But a lot of people went on there because they felt like it was a safe spot that they could go on and throw some of their not safe for work material that they can't put on Facebook and stuff like that. Or like, hey, I did the risque art project for school, and my college will let me display it in the hallway, but I can't display it on Tumblr anymore. So that's kind of weird. But so they took down a lot of art that had nudity. It's really kind of weird, and I haven't used it since.
Would you call it Stroker then instead of Tumblr?
I don't think Tumblr is where you go to stroke. I think you go to Pornhub. That's my opinion. I think Tumblr is like, I think Tumblr is a good place to go and share like weirdo, dark, strange artwork. That's my opinion. I mean, if people want to go, and I guess people will jerk off to anything, won't they?
Yeah.
Be like, oh, that wrinkle in the carpet over there. That's interesting.
Particularly curvy wrinkle.
I'm gonna do some things about that.
Yeah.
Do some things, meaning. All right, go buy some things. Yes. And you guys can jerk off to this stuff.
Or on it, whatever.
We don't care.
Yeah. Once you buy it, it's yours. So, I mean.
What do you got there? Anyway, guys, head over to epicfans.com. Thanks very much. Grab yourself a mouse, would you? Unless you already have one. Who out here does not have a mouse? I know a lot of people already do. Anybody? You've got a mouse.
I don't have a Fennec at home, though.
You didn't have one at home? There's 9 on the shelf over there. God damn it.
I have one for the office, though, but I don't have one at home.
All right, what do we got here? Ooh, lovely.
We have this loot crate right here.
Shall we?
Sure.
All right, guys. Thanks very much to Loot Crate for sponsoring this episode.
A loot crate? That's not bullshit. Like,
Well, you're getting tangible goods. I like
Yeah.
that, number one. It's not
let's see what we got today.
not quite the same.
We got a...
That looks familiar.
Yeah, this looks super familiar. Hang on. Pretty sure... Hold that up for a second.
Did we get this last week or last month? Hey,
Hey, look at that. We got the same shirt again. Huh, okay. Well,
who wants a large-sized office space?
or XL. Either one. Your choice.
oh, one's large, one's XL.
Yeah, one's large, one's XL. So,
All right. So
tell you what, next
Oh.
US-based sword slinger.
yeah, the next sword slinger,
You can message us. And
if you
we'll,
want it. If not, say
yeah.
it's not my cup of tea, and we'll give it to somebody else.
Yeah. Next US-based sword slinger. When you pop up, we'll let us know. We'll message you, and we'll talk about it. Let's see what else we got.
The other
in here.
things I like about Loot Crate is that a lot of times if you get something that you're not super into, like maybe a piece of nerd culture that you're not into, you can go online and sell it for usually the price of the entire crate. Because these are licensed items, and a lot of them are unique licensed items. So
Here
I've
is-
liked most of the stuff we've gotten so far. Ooh, look at that.
Is this like a face hugger washcloth with a strap there?
I like
So
it.
you can be like, oh my god, I just need to rinse off my face.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that is fantastic right there.
Okay, I really like this.
That one's rad. All right, let's see what else we got in here.
Yes. I'm just going to wear this around town and people will be like, oh, he's so cool.
Ooh.
That's marvelous.
A Captain Marvel figurine of sorts.
Should I use this as a time to get on a soapbox and talk about how I don't care about Marvel?
Yeah,
like an old grumpy man?
You sure?
I don't care about Marvel. Okay, I'm done.
That part when Thanos breaks out into the song, though.
Thandex
With,
stuff.
yeah, right, with like the entire cast and they all do that big musical number. Crazy.
Everybody's seen Avengers, I imagine. We're going to pick that up later.
Yep. Oh, hey, we got this really nice Captain Marvel little standee thing here.
Oh, that's the girl from The Incredibles. I know all about this.
Yeah. Got that.
3D and everything.
Yeah. Got this poster
Of who?
of Captain Marvel. I feel like we're a little bit behind here, but that's okay.
They sent us like a month, like.
Oh, it was a mystery cosmic tee.
Oh, so we got a
Oh.
mystery tee that we already had. All
It was
right.
so okay. So it was a mystery cosmic tee. So they didn't mess up. It was a mystery and cosmic. We also got this J2 little field notebook. I believe J2 is the Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space. I want to say.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I right on that?
Probably.
Oh hey, Lost in Space. I'm back.
Lost in
I got
Space,
this. Yeah.
And what else?
And we got this really rad
All right, see these things.
classic moon going around
That's too bright.
the thing.
That's a huge mess now.
Yep. Oh, it's everywhere.
Can't even go on with the show. All I can do
God.
is think about that mess.
God, it's everywhere. Ugh. So thank you, Loot Crate. If you want to get swag like we get swag, go get yourself a Loot Crate. There'll be links in the description for those of you watching on YouTube. For those of you watching live, you're the best.
Yes. All right. Willow TV series.
So it is rumored that there might be a Willow TV series with Ron Howard at the wheel coming to
Really?
the Disney Plus streaming thing. For those of you that only watched Willow once, it had Val Kilmer in it, and there was a baby and some fantasy magic stuff. I actually really liked Willow. A lot of people really hated on it. They were like, "Oh my god, this is going to be George Lucas's next breakthrough trilogy and stuff." And it,
Willow?
yeah, and everyone was kind of expecting to be like up here Star Wars caliber, and it just wasn't. And it was like, oh, okay.
It was. I mean, it was
Yeah.
fun. What are the little Munchkin guys called? The brownies.
Yeah.
Those guys annoyed me, but they were funny at the same time. I think they were funny when I was a kid, but then as an adult they annoyed me.
For funsies, hey, for funsies, you're the new sword slinger. That means if you want this Office Space T-shirt in either a large or an extra large, send us a message and we'll talk. For funsies. For funsies. It's for funsies. For funsies is the sword slinger.
No,
For funsies.
he doesn't get it.
Yes, he does.
Unless you live in Botswana, we don't ship
For
to
funsies, let us know if you're here.
We don't ship to Botswana or other places near there.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so Willow TV series. Anybody want to watch this?
I do. Why not? Yes, for funsies. It was a random thing. You got to be the new sword slinger, so you're now...
I wonder if Warwick Davis will be in it and he'll be like,
I don't. He's gotten up there in years. I don't know
Yeah,
if
but-
he's.
well, I mean, I don't want him to be the lead, but it'd be really cool if he was like,
Yeah.
a village elder or something like that.
Like Bilbo, kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah, like a Bilbo type character. That would be really cool. I would love to see Warwick Davis
Yeah.
doing something again. And
Yes,
I,
for funsies, you won for being the sword slinger.
and I also think there's not a lot
Message us if you want a T-shirt.
there's not a lot of really good roles for little people. You have like Tyrion Lannister, right? And that was a big breakthrough role. But this would be a really cool place for actors who normally don't have roles
Yeah.
to all of a sudden have tons of roles to fill. So that would be really cool. So if you're, a little person and you want to audition,
He's really only 49.
don't call me because I have no idea.
Wow. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, he could be doing this.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I'll be that age one day too.
Yeah, me too. Oof.
See, it's not that
Yeah,
bad
that's
when you think of
insanity.
it that way.
Yeah. Speaking of insanity,
Why are we talking? Why is this on the show?
Because
No,
I
no,
just
no.
wanted to read
Why?
these insane words on
Why?
camera.
No, why is this on the
So,
show? This has nothing to do with.
Let me just read this insanity and like if you can handle hearing these words like looking on the Visions of Cthulhu, we'll move on with the show. But Jaden Smith to play a young Kanye West in a Showtime anthology, Omniverse, which is examining many doors of perception, or it's going to be dealing with Kanye West in alternate universes.
In which he's even more famous because that's Kanye
Or less
West.
famous, or like a zombie, or like maybe there's one where I'm a vampire. I don't know. Like, but
The size of this dude's ego. Can you imagine him walking in to pitch this thing to like the executives? He walks in, he's like, yo, I got this fucking hot idea for a TV show. And they're like, what is it? It's like me, but, you know, like I'm saving the day as a superhero. And then like,
what if there were other Kanyes doing other things in other realities? I think about this all the time. Like,
and like, I think it should be a TV show. And you know what the most ridiculous part of our culture is that they're all going to be like, write the fucking check, write the fucking check.
Like, I want there just to be one universe where he's like a normal ass dude that like is the manager of a McDonald's and is not completely batshit insane. Like, it's just him being like, I would watch an entire episode of Kanye West just like doing a mundane job with absolutely no plot, going home, making dinner, and like kissing his like wife that's not crazy as well, and then just being like, cool. Here's my normal life.
It wouldn't make for good television. Nobody wants to watch
Watch
that.
the shit out of that.
Everybody wants to watch insane people get a little bit of money. Because someone who worked with, I knew someone who worked with a lot of people like this, and I was like, how can you stand it, right? How can you stand working with these people all day long? They were talking about, I think, Puff Daddy at one point. And they were saying that when Puff Daddy walks into a room, there could be someone talking, someone really important trying to talk, and he'll just stop everything he's doing, put his hand out and go, gum, 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 until someone, and he said that everyone around him just starts going like this, like just looking for gum, and until someone puts gum in his hands, and he's like, and then he just walks away while other people were trying to tell him things.
Yeah.
And
I would just stand there and wait and see how long he said gum for. Like,
we've turned him into this because, so my friend, I was like, so where do you work with these idiots, right? And the response was, I really enjoy taking someone who has a little bit of talent and a huge ego, giving them a tiny bit of money and watching it blow up and watching them go insane. They really enjoyed the process of watching them go insane. Like the next thing you know, they're going to be walking around wearing a G-string and Crocs, going to a performance, you know, covered in cow's blood, being like, I'm high fashion, you know. Like,
explaining about how their only regret in life is that they can't watch themselves perform.
Man, if I could be you guys watching me.
Yeah.
Anyway, American pop culture. It's wonderful. Enjoy it. Speaking of pop culture.
Yeah. So, if you have been under an internet rock for the past couple of days and you haven't seen the literal Sonic shit show that is the Sonic the Hedgehog movie coming out, nobody on the internet is happy at all. There might be someone there somewhere on the internet that's like, I actually think he kind of looks neat, but he's been promptly killed.
I did see one person argue like, hey, do you guys realize that you are shitting on all of their artistic visions? And I was like,
yeah.
Okay, if they created something from scratch and they made something totally new, then that's an artistic vision. This is an interpretation of a very old video game, and even the creator of Sonic said that it was hideous.
Yeah, like,
so, yeah, you've got your artistic liberty, but if nobody likes it, nobody likes it. I'm sorry. It's like, I know the internet loves to find something to hate, but every once in a while something shows up and it's worthy of hate.
This is really fucking bad. Like, I watched the preview for it and was like beside myself because I was like, every second of the preview just got more like, why is this happening? Why is Jim Carrey doing this? Like, why is Gangsta's Paradise playing in the background?
That was a big one
Why
for me.
does it look like that? Why am I slowly dying inside but quicker than I usually do? Like, what?
So they're going to redesign Sonic, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's kind of clapping right now, but what about the rest of the movie? Like, that doesn't, you know, like, he's like playing drums with missiles,
Yeah.
and stuff. And why is his fur electric?
And he's able to like break barriers and like knock out all the power on the West Coast and something, and like use the rings to teleport through and shit like that too. What the fuck? Yeah. So someone brought up the Mario Brothers movie from '93. Like, had the internet been around at the rate it was in '93, the Mario Brothers movie would have gotten equally as shit on. Because people would have been like,
listen, do you guys remember what the Goombas look like?
What the fuck is that? That's not what a Goomba looks like.
I'm bringing it up right now. Let's see people.
Yeah.
Remember what these Goombas look like.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Here's a good one.
Yeah. Got the...
There we go. Yeah. So let's see if we can cut to the spot where the Goombas are.
Like, to be fair, John Leguizamo made a very convincing Italian person.
Yeah. All right, where are the Goombas? Come on. They're doing their silly thing. Yeah. There they are. Here are the Goombas. For people who have never seen
motherfuckers with tiny little heads. Some of them look like dinosaurs. Some of them look like
just weird monsters.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, see that one's a dinosaur. It's got a little dinosaur.
One's a Koopa Troopa, I guess. I don't fucking know. Whatever it was, it's just not okay.
How are these guys just crawling through here? Oh, God, I haven't seen this since I was a kid. And even then I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, Bob Hoskins also made a pretty convincing Italian for being a British man.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I thought the Super Mario Bros. Super Show had a better cast, though.
I mean, but...
What was his name? The wrestler?
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking
about. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what the Goombas look like in Super Mario Brothers. And that movie...
Just awful.
I think it got like a 4 out of 10.
Lou Albano,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks, you, Falcon. Yeah. He was the best Mario.
Yeah. For the Superhero Mother Brothers,
Captain Lou, the wrestler.
Swing your arms from side to side.
They were good. They were a good Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I was into it.
I love the Super Mario.
It was much better than the Zelda show that came up by the same people with Surfer Link.
Every Friday was Zelda instead of Mario.
Oh man, princess!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Let's talk about video games, shall we?
Yeah. So, Borderlands 3 won't have loot boxes, but
they will.
But they will have loot boxes. But they won't. But they will. So they're not going to have loot boxes to like that will affect gameplay or anything like that. But what they're saying is that they're going to have loot boxes for buying cosmetic items, and they're going to have like XP booster stuff you can buy as well, which might affect gameplay a little bit.
I don't know about that. It sounds like he's trying to like have his cake and eat it too. Come on.
Yeah.
He's like, we're not going to have microtransactions. He actually said microtransactions on one of the interviews. He's like,
there's
we're not
another one here.
Oh yeah, one of the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No free-to-play junk. Yeah.
Guys, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I know you're trying to say no free-to-play junk, and then there's going to be like no artificial grind and like no loot box lotteries and all that kind of nonsense. But you still have an in-game store where you can buy XP and you can buy skins and you can buy boost mods or whatever the hell it is. You're still selling stuff. Stop trying to get internet points for being angelic. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Borderlands is still probably going to be fun, and it's probably going to be way less egregious than most of the modern games.
I'm going to play the shit out of it.
Yeah, I'll probably play it too.
Whatever, I'm going to play the shit out of it.
But it's on Epic.
Don't give a fuck.
Wait, we got some Epic to talk about.
0 fucks given. I'm going to play it. I don't care.
No. Epic is the devil.
Whatever.
This is pretty big news. So Psyonix, the company that makes Rocket League, purchased by Epic, and their games are going to be removed from Steam. So the game is no longer going to be available on PC. Instead, it'll be available on PC. But hold on, there's actually some reason to scream and yell about this is because now it won't be on Linux anymore because this you can't get this game on Linux. I mean, or on Epic Store, you can't go on there and just get it. So if you are using it on Linux, I don't know. The other thing that people are complaining about is the workshop mods and stuff like that. What are they going to do about that? No longer going to have any access to any of the workshop mods. I don't know. People are upset.
Yeah.
But I mean,
hey Silex, welcome back.
I've got something. I've got something interesting to say about this. Is like back in the day, before all the big social media stuff showed up, people hung out on forums, and even before that, like you had dial-up stuff that you would do. But people would hang out on forums, and they would go to websites directly, and they would read articles and that sort of thing. And then social media came along, and if you wanted to email somebody, you don't send them an email anymore. Now you go and you send them a fucking Facebook message instead. I feel like the same thing is happening with online marketplaces, and people expect that to have everything. It's like, I want to go to Steam and get all my news. I want to have all my friends on Steam, and I want to have all my mods on Steam. Guys, there's Nexus Mods, there's Mod Database, there's several other third-party services which are independent and not controlled by a corporation like Steam. I mean, they're controlled by other corporations, but don't you guys think it's better to have some of this stuff independent rather than controlled by the store? I think it is, and that's my argument. It's good to have, Discord for all your friends and your chatting. It's good to have Mod Database to get all your mods. I don't use the Steam Workshop because I don't like everything to be tied to that one platform, but that's my opinion. A lot of people want everything in one place because it's easy, but it's all controlled by one source, which is not always so good. So, what's you got there?
So we have to update. We have a update to this article.
Update?
It will still be sold on Steam. This article is a little
Really?
Yeah. So we are continuing to sell Rocket League on Steam. Rocket League remains available for new purchasers on Steam, and long-term plans will be announced in the future.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I also think Epic's going to be on. I mean, you can already get the Unreal Engine and stuff up and running on Linux, but I think that they're going to have their store available on Linux soon because they do seem to want to adopt the platform and work with the platform. But that's the only real major grievance that I've seen out of this. The people who should be shouting the loudest are the people on Linux who are having games taken away from Linux. If that's their gaming platform and their platform of choice, then they've got a really strong case, in my opinion. The other people, they've got a case, but you're arguing over your favorite DRM. Steam is DRM, Epic's DRM. One has more options than the other one, but in the end of the day, you're fighting over which DRM version is your favorite, which is weird to me. Like, Good Old Games does not have, or GOG, whatever, does not have DRM, and that's my soapbox is like, guys, if you're arguing for GOG, then fine. Otherwise, you're just arguing over which company has the least evil business practices and the best in your favorite DRM and all that sort of thing. So, there you go.
Devil you know, devil you don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. GOG is the best. What's this? Oh, this is pretty interesting. This could become a new trend if it works out for Ubisoft. So you have all these key activation sites, right? Like, what's the big one? The G2A and I don't know, what are some of the other big ones? I think they mentioned them down here. Fanatical's one of them. But the way they work is they buy keys in bulk, and then they resell these keys. But the problem is it's too easy to get a ton of those keys and then send them all over the place to like sources that may or may not be what the publisher wants. I mean, like, I don't know why it matters, but they don't want the keys to be like all over the place in these weird, like sketchy services and stuff like that. So what they've done to control this is they've, contacted some services like Fanatical, and they said, hey, listen, you're not going to sell keys anymore. What you're going to do is you're going to sign up for an account with us on the back end, and we've got a little API that talks to your back end. When someone buys a game, they have to put in their username and password for Uplay. And then it activates the game in Uplay. There's never a serial number. There's never a key. They're buying it from Uplay through your store. And we're giving you a little discount because that's how it's working. So that's the new way it's going to work. If that works, I imagine a lot of other publishers might be like, hey, we want to do this too.
Yeah.
And what if Steam decides, this is a pretty good idea. We're going to have an API like this where other people can sell stuff and it'll unlock on our store. We'll take our cut. They'll get their cut. Everyone gets cut and goes to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know if I have any feelings on this as far as if there's a negative connotation other than the fact that Ubisoft is going to have a lot of control over this, and it'll mean that a lot of smaller companies may end up going out of business. So I don't know. Anybody got any ideas? So what's next? What you got up there?
This one.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So YouTube is going to be making all of its original shows available for free later this year, which is like, all right, YouTube, did you just do something cool? Like, hang on.
So how many original shows they have? They've got Cobra Kai. What else do they have?
I'm most excited about Cobra Kai. I don't know
any of their other shows,
follow
really.
the other ones.
They mentioned Cobra Kai. Is there
Yeah.
anything else? Do they have any?
I don't know.
Do they have?
There
Does
might be a
YouTube
couple
have
of
any
them.
other shows?
I don't know, but Cobra Kai is hilarious, and I'm really excited to watch the rest of it. Like,
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah.
What's the hook?
Yeah.
Fish hook detected.
Detected, yeah.
Like, what's the hook here?
Yeah. But wait a minute.
They're just going to show ads, mandatory ads?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
I still feel like YouTube should block ad blockers. But that's a terrible opinion that makes people angry. So,
apparently there are a lot of YouTube originals.
really?
Yeah.
They all suck.
They all suck. But Cobra Kai's good.
I have no idea what any of them are.
I've watched the first couple episodes. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Really does a great job of making Danny LaRusso into the bad guy in the show, which is really impressive. Like,
I like what the Dead Man Hector said. Cobra Kai does not rely on, went to the next page. Cobra Kai does not rely on nostalgia to deliver a good story.
Yeah.
Which I feel like a lot of modern series do, especially the comedy series and these throwback feels series. They rely a lot on just, dropping all these cool 80s and 90s bits of nostalgia to make the show. It chimes in my inner things.
what the fuck is that?
That's how people feel when they watch it. They can't explain it. It's a feeling you get when you watch something nostalgic and it's making bells and things go off inside you from your past and your fingers
feel
start
like a
doing
kid
this.
again?
You're like, it's making things chime inside me. I'll chime inside you.
Please don't chime in. I don't want to be chimed in.
I don't know what that
sounds
means.
awful. If I may chime out of this conversation.
All right, if you're ever this stoned, this might be a good mod for you. Skyrim mod that plays itself, so you can just like chill and watch the game play itself. And if you couple it with the audiobook mod, the audiobook mod basically reads all the Skyrim books as audiobooks. So couple them together, you just sit back and watch Skyrim as a story.
What?
Yeah.
Why though? I'm sorry, but I thought the whole point of playing video games was to actually play them.
I mean, a lot of I think people watch people stream on Twitch so often.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is what we should be doing.
I guess I don't. We could just have this running and then we could
And
just
our
walk
Twitch-
away.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We'll tell everyone we're playing.
Nobody else take this idea.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody else gets to do this.
We're gonna be streaming Skyrim constantly.
I don't care how many thousands of people have already thought of this, and there's probably somebody already streaming it right now, but it's an original idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it happen. No, we're not.
Maybe we will.
So,
Oh my God.
really awesome news. A bunch of the original members of the Earthworm Jim team are coming back to make Earthworm Jim 3. Unfortunately, it's going to be an exclusive for the Intellivision Amico game console, which, if you haven't heard of that, don't be surprised, because when I read that article, I was like, the fuck is that?
Do they have a picture of the console on
Yeah,
here?
it's a little further
There
down.
it is,
here.
there it is.
Yeah. So if you keep throwing down, they just have pictures of it too.
They do? All right.
Yeah. Maybe somewhere on this white emptiness. Yeah.
Like, what is this website all about?
Yeah. So if you look at the Intellivision Amico, it's clearly a home foot spa unit with two
Two iPods.
hooked up to it.
The iPod Classics.
Yeah, two iPod Classics hooked up to a foot spa machine.
So you're
With
supposed
like an SD card reader in it.
and you're supposed to play Earthworm Jim
Yeah.
with this iPod Classic.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to play a video game and someone hands me a goddamn iPod Classic, I'm
Yeah.
gonna smash it on the ground.
I-
Give me a real controller. What is this?
Like, okay, so nothing about this system is like, oh, gotta get me on that, like, train here. Not even having Earthworm Jim as an exclusive. And I gotta tell you, that kind of wacky Ren and Stimpy-esque humor was like what I lived on when I was a kid. Like, Earthworm Jim 1 and 2 was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this game gets me. That being said, this does not make me want to shell out money even to get Earthworm Jim 3.
Ooh, look, that's on. Oh god, it's strong right in my eyes and these things, noses, yes, right in my noses. You know that this machine is not gonna sell that well.
It promises to sell as good as the Virtual Boy.
What? Okay, you know what? I promise that Fennec products are going to outsell Razer this year. Is it going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what they've... I want to see someone actually using the damn controller. Come on. Show me.
Simple positional disc.
You know, if it's like a...
4 arcade-style tactile feedback buttons.
Okay, it's going to be like a Wii thing, but why is there a screen on it with force... Okay, yeah, it's going to be like a Wii thing, but... What if it's amazing and we're just old?
But it's like trying to like show us that because it's showing like, look at all these old games you can play. And look at Beth Llewellyn and Phil Adam, the VP of development. He's so fucking rad.
These guys are pretty rad because of all the green things swirling around there.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't show anybody using the thing. It just showed what it was.
I think it's because they can't get footage of anyone using it without crying.
And then someone comes in from the side and beats him and says, "Shut up, stop.
Yeah.
This trial is over."
In television, look, if you want to prove us wrong, if you want to send us one of these fucks when it comes out with Earthworm Jim 3, I will happily say I was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes out.
I will film him.
But,
I will film him lying on the floor,
Yeah.
saying it's wrong and
Like,
he's wrong. And
what have I become?
Yeah.
Yeah. But until that point, I'm gonna make fun of your console. It looks like.
Look like a football. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it looks like it's a step up from a fucking ColecoVision.
Jake, thank you for subscribing. You know, the Intellivision was always a step up from the ColecoVision, even in sales back in the day.
Yeah, but it looks like
Never
it's
got to
about
the-
on par.
Never got to the Atari status, though.
Yeah. So, looking to Dungeons and Dragons and Die Inside? Here's Dungeons and Dragons and Cats. So this company, they
We're
actually...
not playing this, right?
No.
Okay, good.
If we're going to play that, we're going to play Pugmire.
No, we're not playing Pugmire
Yes,
either.
we are. Talk about this. I'm making you talk about this while I go get books.
So,
On the fly, talk about it. Go.
Dungeons, Dragons, and Cats. This is one of those things that exists because the internet is a thing, and it's why the internet is bad, and we should get rid of it. And I have called all of my Republican Congress friends, and they're going to do just that because of this game. And I've told them that there's child pornography somewhere in there. And
So, these guys made a really successful Kickstarter with Dungeons and Doggies, which were dogs dressed up in various classes.
Are you a
outfits
furry?
and stuff. No.
what's up with all this anthropomorphized Dungeons and Dragons then?
Because you get to-
Pugmire, Dungeons and Dogs, Cats and Catacombs.
Monarchies of Mao. Because you get to play as a dog in this, and dogs are fun.
But doesn't that does that make you an anthropomorphized enthusiast?
No. Just means I think dogs are cool.
What are the rules?
It's a 5th edition supplement. This is designed to work with Fishes and Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and D. That Dungeons and D though.
Give me the Dungeons and D.
Yeah.
Yeah. May I?
Yeah. Tasty's into it.
No, I don't care who likes it. I can't handle it.
This is So
Whoa.
Yeah, as you can see
Whoa.
on the inside
Whoa.
here, these are anthropomorphized.
I got
as
nothing against
compared
furries.
to these, which are just cats somehow in
Oh wow, they're just
armor
like,
that's designed for cats.
so that's not furry stuff. That's just regular.
No, these are just like actual fucking cats, but this
Right.
one's a necromancer. Like,
So you got yourself a
yeah,
naked mancer cat.
yeah, and then oh, here's the barbarian cat. It's a Mancoon. I don't know. I don't know how to answer this.
I don't know what to say about all this stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like if you play these things, you may have furry tendencies, and that's okay. I don't have anything against furries, but no, I don't. I remember at one point in my life, I woke up and had this weird realization: all my friends are furries. What's up with this? So
Does that make you like a furry hag?
furry hack, fur hag.
Yeah.
Oh God. I need another word for that. What's a word that rhymes with
Fur trader?
fur trader? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have enough puns for furries. That's all they do is sit around and come up with puns for things.
That's literally all they do.
Furry groupie. That's funny. Maybe they're all hanging out with me for some reason. Have you seen this?
They're trying to make you one.
They don't need to. I'm already a monster. Just take off my shirt and no one can tell the difference.
Like, embrace your
I'm not
inner
that hairy, actually.
goat, I guess. I don't know what your
inner
persona
goat.
would be. Goat.
Goat?
Yeah.
All right, guys, what's my persona? We're doing this.
Yeah. What's Logan's persona, kids? Come on. I say it's a goat.
Goat.
And he just shows up dressed like Baphomet instead of...
Are you saying Baphomet just to please Josh?
Wombat. Yes.
Oh, Wombat.
Yes.
Oh, God. What's that thing? Oh, Luigi.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Come on, we're doing this.
Yeah. Maybe a pangolin.
A pangolin.
Yeah, those things are awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next week I'll be dressed as a wombat pangolin.
Yes. Clearly a wolf. All right.
All right.
Let's see what's going on in good old Portland this week.
Shall we?
What kicks a bear in the penis? Badgers, maybe? Honey badgers don't give a shit.
Badgers, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wolverine, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Anything? What do we got here?
Anything good happening this week? As in bad? The worse, the better?
Pedestrian hit by a bus?
Ugh.
Ugh. Oh, God. It's someone being talked down off a ledge?
It's starting to get warmer here, so things are going to get grim. Warm weather is not good for anybody's fun.
Keep going. This is...
Here, I'll let you drive if you're
All right,
closer.
let's see.
Well, it's Christian Science Church. This is going to be good.
Yeah, okay. Police to the Christian Science Church in Southwest Park report of a male sitting on a bench shooting up drugs and screaming.
At the same time?
I guess.
All right.
Police to Laurelhurst Park on a welfare check. Possibly high male in the restroom reporting he has a mouse under his skin. Either he is on drugs or he seriously needs help.
Okay.
Like,
the one right before that. He's being difficult. Like, I love the way Portland describes things. Like,
this guy's being difficult.
what's he doing, sir? Just being difficult. God. All right. What else we got going on here?
Report of a cyclist down with two cars parked near him. Thinks the cyclist might have been hit. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Police to
Important
Southeast
stuff.
Grandin Mill report of a white male dancing in the middle of the intersection with a running chainsaw. Thank God! I was beginning to worry that Portland wasn't going to be a shit show this week. So do you think he's like doing like the kind of thing with it, or like
Where is this? How long ago
like
was
fan
this?
dancing but with a chainsaw? This was 20. This was
Damn it!
less
We
than
missed
a
it.
day.
We missed it.
Yeah. We have report of a female in a hot pink bathrobe standing in the construction area.
Maybe she's waiting to film a music video.
Yeah.
You jackasses! She's paid to be there. I'm just making stuff up.
That guy's just exposing himself to high school kids. That's boring.
Nah, that's not
And
fun.
also creepy.
They've seen it all on the internet, and now this will be on the internet because they all have phones.
Yeah.
It's going to be famous anytime now. Should have ended it on the guy with the chainsaw.
I know, that chainsaw one was really just had it. Wow, someone stabbed by a pair of scissors. Jesus.
That doesn't cut it.
A report of a juvenile's driving around in a black pickup shooting people with squirt guns. Okay, that's pretty.
They're going to go to jail for this, too.
Yeah,
Watch. Someone's going to call the police, and they're going to go to jail for driving around going,
Yeah. Shit I did when I was a teenager.
you squirted the wrong person.
Yeah.
I don't want coffee.
Armed robbery. Report of somebody sprayed with bear mace. Report of a male curl up on the ground crying.
Oh, God. You know, one day, not long ago, a couple months ago, I just, like spontaneously started dying of laughter.
Yeah.
And someone was like, what is so funny? And I just went, bear mace. I just couldn't stop laughing about bear mace.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, God.
This just got really...
Yeah, I think we were done.
Yeah, that just got sad.
You
Sorry.
guys should have left already.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next
Someone
week.
got it.
Oh, we are going to Computex.
Oh, yes, Computex.
Yes. We should probably mention that. Yeah. End of this month, we're going to be at Computex doing all kinds of cool Computex stuff.
Mm-hmm. Anything there you really are looking forward to seeing, let us know.
Yeah. Any companies that are like, oh, man, they're gonna be showing off something good. We gotta see it. Let us know.
Especially if it's something weird, because I mean, everyone covers the big stuff like Asus, and I didn't even cover Asus's booth last year because it was like everyone has covered this booth and it's gotten
Thanks for following.
plenty of coverage. So I'm gonna go find the stuff that none of the other YouTube channels are covering.
Yeah.
So
I
try to do that.
For that, like, Innovex had a lot of good stuff, too, that was like,
Right.
what?
Yeah, so this year we talked to Innovex, and they have us stationed with them, I guess. Innovex is like, there's Computex and then there's Innovex. They're all connected. Innovex is like startup companies, artificial intelligence, robotics, and all kinds of stuff like that. So we're going to be covering that a lot. So that might be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows?
AMD stuff.
Cool.
And not AMD stuff. I think you've just covered the entire show, Rigor.
Yeah.
Cover AMD and not
Okay,
AMD.
not AMD. The end.
Perfect.
Nice. Oh, yeah, sex robots. We'll cover those, too.
Yes, sure. With a tarp because they're obscene.